Classroom of the Elite Season 3 Episode 1. And it's been a long time since I made a video in this channel. And to be honest, I had to come back because for this anime Classroom of the Elite, well, I just had to do it like I said because not only is it one of my favorite animes, if not my favorite anime, but I just had this feeling, this sensation that something big was going to happen in season 3. Season 1 and 2 were already very good. I gave them 10 out of 10. And yeah, I knew that in this season 3 something really good is going to happen or was going to happen. And I still think that, to be honest. And this episode started really great. It started right into the action. No, no introduction, no nothing like that. Which is something that I like really about Classroom of the Elite, that it gets right down to the point. And yeah, in this camp, they're apparently going to be tested. They're apparently going to be, examined. I don't know exactly what is going to happen in this camp. It is the first episode, so I don't have the full grasp of everything that is going to happen. But I think it was mentioned that they're going to be tested. They're going to be assigned different activities, and by that means they're going to be tested. And I think it was also mentioned that at the end of this mini camp or whatever that is that they're having, they're also going to be put into an exam, 4 exams, and that's going to be another way of testing them. And the results of the first part and the second part, I think the first part being the activities and the teachers evaluating them, and the second part is going to be the test. At the end of those two things, those two parts, they're going to be given points or taking points from them. Apparently there could be people that can be kicked out the group because if they don't perform their duties accordingly to what they're expected to do. I think it was mentioned that it was the leader and the sub leader that get kicked out. So yeah, let's see what happens. And I think the leader of Class C now is the guy, I always forget his name, but the one that was, I think it was in the first season with Karuizawa all the time, and the sub leader is Kushida, appointed by Horikita. And then I don't know the leaders of the other classes yet, but I suspect they're probably the most important people in their classes. But like Ayanokouji said in this episode, things are going to go down in this mini arc or arc. He said that, things are not going to go smoothly. He will not be able to protect everyone in Class D because, well, they're separated in groups. And especially now that the girls and boys are separated, well, more now than ever, he cannot protect anyone. And even the boys themselves are not grouped together. They're still grouping, I don't know, groups of 5, 6, 7, something like that. And unfortunately for Ayanokouji, in his group, he got the worst people. He got, who was it, Koenji, I think is his name or something like that, and other loud people. So unfortunately for Ayanokouji, he didn't get the best hand in this case. And also we see how at the end of the episode, or even before that, at the beginning of the episode, we see how Horikita's brother accepted a challenge from Nagumo, I think that is his name. By the way, sorry if I forget names, it's just the first episode and it's been a long time since I watched season 2, so I think I may be mispronouncing or forgetting names, but I think it was Nagumo or something like that, the current student council president. He basically wanted to have a showdown with the ex-student council president, which is Horikita's brother. And to the surprise of everyone, Horikita's brother actually accepted. So, that is actually really interesting. And we see how at the end of the episode, Horikita's brother calls up Ayanokouji, and this was to basically repay him the favor. So not only now Ayanokouji has to deal with, the activity, the test, with Sakayanagi, Ichinose, and all of them, but also now has to do another activity on the sideline, which is basically protect, I guess you can say that, Horikita's brother. So I don't know how he will be able to handle all of that because he has to deal with the current student council president. Even admits himself that he doesn't have that much information on the upperclassmen, so that is going to be a challenge for him. We also saw in the middle of the episode how Sakayanagi and Ayanokouji interacted, and this whole arc is going to be based on the two of them. It is going to be them going against each other. It's going to be them putting their abilities against each other. Everything they have, their knowledge, their experience, their wickedness, everything you want to say, they're going to be putting them against each other. And Sakayanagi is not Ryuen. I think Sakayanagi is definitely way better than Ryuen. She's in Class A for a reason. So yeah, this is not going to be a walk in the park for Ayanokouji. And I think he also has to deal with Ichinose, but I'm still not sure if he's going to deal with her in this arc because Sakayanagi herself admits that she will deal first with Class B before dealing with Class C. So that is going to be really interesting if Ichinose has to do something with Ayanokouji in this arc. I suspect he will have to do something with them. I think I can guess where Sakayanagi is going to attack Ichinose, and I think it's going to be by disrupting the trust that Class B has with Ichinose. I think she's going to do something along those lines. We can introduce to a new character in this episode, which was me, the little child girl. I think maybe that is where Sakayanagi is going to attack. I think me is going to have a really big purpose on this arc, and the way she was introduced in this arc by having the trust of Ichinose and by Ichinose kind of caring of her. So yeah, I think that is where the story is heading, where Class A and Class B is going to be attacking each other. I don't think Ichinose is going to win in this arc. I don't think she's going to come out victorious. In the previous arc, she hasn't done bad or anything like that, just hasn't done anything wonderful. She's just been there, in the middle ground, not losing, but also not doing anything spectacular. It has always been Class D at that time and Class A. So yeah, I don't think that is going to be the case for this season, especially for this arc. I could be wrong, of course. Maybe everything is going to go wrong for Class A because Ayanokouji is going to do something. Maybe Ayanokouji and Ichinose can cooperate. Maybe that can happen. We also saw in this episode how, Ayanokouji is still utilizing Karuizawa. I'm glad that she's still present, in this arc. I'm glad she's just not tossed aside, because that happens a lot in a lot of animes where in an arc a character gets given the spotlight, all the attention is on the character development, everything revolves around a certain character, and then suddenly in the next arc, well, that character is faded away. He's not mentioned anymore. He's not in the spotlight. So I'm glad that in this arc, she's still, present. She's still gonna have a role. She's still going to be there. So I'm really happy about that because, I think everybody can agree that we still want to see more of Karuizawa in general. Not only interacting with Ayanokouji, but in general, seeing another side of her, seeing her interact, seeing her do stuff. So yeah, I'm happy with that. So yeah, that was basically the first episode. A lot of things going on, and at the same time, a lot of things are going to happen. It's really hard to grasp where exactly this episode is going to lead us. Again, it's the first episode, so I don't know exactly where the episode is going to go. It's also important to mention that I haven't read the source material for the anime, so I don't know what is going to come. I don't know anything, which is something that I really like, to be honest, because I like to be watching the anime, fresh, without having previous information of something that is going to happen. So yeah, for that part, every episode review is going to be speculation. It's going to be my pure reaction to the episode. So yeah, very good first episode. I really liked it a lot. A 10 out of 10 introduction episode. Straight into the point. A lot of development. A lot of potential scenarios. A lot of interactions. A lot of tense moments. A lot of problems that could happen in this arc. So yeah, if you like this episode review, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up. I will be reviewing the next episode also. So if you want to see it, again, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And yeah, I guess that will be everything from me. And I guess I'll see you all in the next episode review.